Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to see the biomass and hydropower plant under renewable energy resources. This biomass and hydropower plant is also one of the renewable energy resources which is used for generating the power. Usually, the biomass power plant will be used in the villages like a gas power plant. You can use the biomass for producing gas, and it can be used for cooking purpose. And this hydroelectric power plant, we can use it depending upon the availability of the hydropower. It could be a small hydropower or large hydropower. In we are going to develop a bioenergy. Bioenergy is nothing but the energy derived from the organic matter such as corn, wheat, soya beans, wood and residues that can produce chemicals and materials. When we are going to burn or when we are going to use the organic matter for deriving the electrical power, then we can say that is going to be the bioenergy. But the output of that will produce chemicals and other materials which can be utilized for our electricity generating purpose. And also how we are going to convert this chemicals or the other materials into a electricity, in the sense by the process of gasification. Yeah, we are going to convert the biomass into electricity. So from biomass we are going to develop a bioenergy. This bioenergy is nothing but the organic matter such as corn, wheat, soybean, wood and residues, and this is going to produce chemicals and other materials. Now, when this bioenergy is subjected to the process of gasification, then we can generate electricity. It means that we are converting the gas to gas turbine and then to generate electricity. Biomass can be converted directly into fluid. Fuels such as ethanol, methanol, alcohol or biodiesel that is derived from corn ethanol. So by using this biomass directly, you can convert it into the fluid fuel such as ethanol, methanol or biodiesel derived from corn ethanol. Biomass plant are commercially available mostly in India or in other countries like in Korea or in Belgium or in Dubai. Like, we don't have the biomass power plant, but mostly the biomass power plant is going to be the commercial power plant in United States for up to 11 gigawatts of installed capacity. In US they have installed the biomass power plant for 11 gigawatt. Biomass power ranges from 0.5 gigawatt to 3 gigawatt using landfill gases and forest product respectively. So from biomass, bioenergy will be derived. This bioenergy will produce chemicals and other materials. When this biopower is subjected to gasification process, then you can convert the gas to gas turbine and then to electricity. But directly from biomass, it is possible for us to develop a fluid such as ethanol, methanol, alcohol, biodiesel that is derived from the corn ethanol. And also, this is not the usual plant that is installed in India. Usually it is available in United States, and in United States the plant has been installed up to a rating of 11 gigawatt of installed capacity. Normally your biomass power ranges from 0.5 gigawatt to 3 gigawatt using landfilled gas and forest product respectively. So with these two products alone, it is possible for us to develop a power ranging from 0.5 gigawatt to 3 gigawatt. Biomass is considered to be as a traditional way of generating power, especially for domestic cooking, heating in developing countries. It can produce power only when sufficient bioproducts are available and the conversion process is taken. Usually, the power generated from biomass can be used for domestic cooking and heating, and also this is power can be produced only when sufficient bioproducts are available and the conversion process is undertaken. Biomass will produce CO2 and other emissions. But the main use of utilizing the renewable energy resources is we need to reduce the CO2 emission. But when we are using this biomass, we are going to inject CO2 and other emission. The desirable scheduling and allocation strategy for biomass in real time requires the capability to include the variability of the modeling using new system theory concepts. So because of this injection or production of this CO2 and other emissions because in the biomass, we are not using this biomass frequently in as a renewable energy resources, and hence we are going for solar and wind power generation. Biomass, we are having different sources of biomass like municipal solid waste, animal residues, industrial residues, forestry corp residues, agricultural corp residue, and sewage. And this can be considered as a basic biomass resources. The biomass renewable energy resources is derived from plant and algae plant materials that include crop waste. Crop waste is considered to be as one of the biomass renewable energy resources. Forest residues, purpose grown grasses, woody energy crops, microalgae, urban wood waste, and food waste. All these are going to be considered as a biomass product where we can utilize this biomass product for the generation of our electricity. Now, biomass is considered to be as a versatile and renewable energy resources where it can be converted into liquid transportation by fuel, because from biomass directly you can convert it into fuel like ethanol, methanol, alcohol and other gasoline materials that is equivalent to a fossil based fuels such as gasoline, jet and diesel fuel. We have different types of biomass. The different types of biomass is going to be wood fuel, rubbish, alcohol fuels, crops, landfill gas. These are all the types of the biomass plant. And also the bioenergy technology enable the reuse of carbon from biomass and waste streams into reduced emission fuels for cars, trucks, jets and ships, bioproducts and renewable power. Next, when we are going to see about the hydropower plant. Hydropower in the sense will have one basin, so where the water will be filled. From basin will be connecting the penstock. The force of water flowing through the penstock will strike the turbine at the bottom level. So turbine at the bottom level will be struck by the force of water which causes the turbine to rotate. Therefore the turbine will generate the mechanical energy. Later it will be connected to your generator for developing the electrical energy. This is going to be the basic principle for generating the power by means of your hydropower. Under hydropower, we are having small hydropower and micro hydropower. The small and micro hydropower is differing only with respect to the power availability, like what is the maximum amount of power it can supply. Hydropower is by far the largest renewable source of power or energy. In the small hydropower will vary from 100 kilowatt to 30 megawatt, whereas the micro hydropower plant will be smaller than 100 kilowatt. Small hydropower generators work in variable speed because of water flow. Therefore, the pressure on the water flow towards the turbine will decide the amount of power that is going to be generated at its output. So the small hydropower generators work in variable speed because of the water flow. Induction motor provide a generator for turbine system. The hydraulic turbine will convert the water energy to mechanical rotational energy. Small and micro hydropower system are renewable energy resource optimization to enhance the smart grid. The issues of installing the small and micro hydropower will cause a reliability and modeling has to be addressed as in PV and wind energy subsystem. As in case of your wind energy conversion system and PV subsystem, PV systems, In small and micro hydropower also, modeling is essential. Then only we can install a right basin, right penstock, right amount of turbine, which is going to generate the power that is feasible, that is flexible with the small and micro hydro power plant. Small hydropower plant. The structure of the small hydropower plant is as shown over here. Here you have a forebay where the water will be stored here. This water is taken from the diversion weir. It takes the inlet from the river and the penstock is arranged over here. It is the powerhouse which comprises of turbine and generator. The pressure of water in the penstock will causes the turbine in the powerhouse to rotate, causing a mechanical energy to develop, which in turn it is given to the generator for the development of your electrical energy. Later it will be transmitted to the transmission line. The water that is falling on the penstock, it will strikes the turbine and the output of the turbine will be connected to the tail race, where here the stream of water will be connected. Again it will be refilled to the diversion via. This is how we can generate the power by means of your small hydro power plant. Next is going to be your micro hydro power plant. The micro hydro power plant comprises of three stages. First is going to be your hydraulic power, second one mechanical power, and third is going to be your electrical power. You can see the bay over here. It is the flow of water and the stream it is taking place, and it is the tail race. Here we have the power line output, transformer, power switch, generator, gearbox, turbine wheel, and you have a penstock. So this penstock will receive the water from this reservoir. The force of water from the reservoir through the penstock to the turbine wheel, it happens the mechanical energy to flow. This mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy by means of the generator. Once the penstock strikes the turbine, the remaining water is again flowed back to your tail race, and from this the mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy by means of your generator. The gearbox arrangement is given just to amplify the given mechanical energy to the generator. Once the electrical power is generated, it is given to your grid, and it could be stepped up or stepped down. Here the hydro category and its power ranges are shown over here. We have pico hydro power plant, micro hydro power plant, mini hydro power plant, small hydro power plant, medium hydro power plant, and large hydro power plant. So the different category of hydro power plant falls under the category based on the different power range category. So in what range of power, in what range of category the power is going to get generated. Based on this only the classification is followed, and how much amount of power it could be supplied to how much different homes, it is mentioned over here. So in this, with this we have seen the biomass category of power generating plant, hydroelectric power plant. In the next class we'll see the fuel cells for generating the power. Thank you students.